and keep getting better, because we were much better in game one. And we're going to have to be better if we expect to win the series. So keep progressing in that direction. And tomorrow we'll talk about what we did well to play a better game. And then a few things that they continue to do well that we can do a better job of taking away. Those are little tactical things. And there's not a million things there. I think both teams know each other well. And, creating some of your own puck luck, sticking with it. When you go through a series, usually that pendulum can swing if you stay with it. Two equal teams, and I'd put us in those categories. So that's the message. And listen, we won 3 in a row against Minnesota, right? So we're certainly capable of it. Last year we were up 2-0, won some road games, and didn't win the series. So we have previous history right in front of us of how a series can change. So I think the guys understand that. They lived it. So we're disappointed, but we're not discouraged, so to speak. We wanted to win the game. I thought we played well enough to. We didn't. So let's go play better and win the next one.
You can answer, but the fact that you guys were up 2-0 last year and they came back on you instead of, did you able to draw from that?
Well, I think so. It's right there. Listen, it's a different year and all that, but it's. I don't always like to bring that stuff up because I think the player. We got a smart group. They know. Alex Pietrangelo has probably been through 10 different series that have swung and different guys in that locker room. So that's they don't need me to point that out. I mean, maybe some of the newer players or younger players. So they're halfway to what they need, and we're still a ways away to what we need. So as long as we're getting better throughout the series, we'll be okay.
Bruce, in the event that you don't have Naber and Nick, how vital is that depth that you built over the course of the season to come in this time of year?
Well, they need to go in. The players that may or may not go in. Let's assume some guys have to go in because of that. They got to do their part. But then it becomes a little more. You look around the room, then probably need a couple guys in the room to elevate as well, right? That have been in the series and have been playing all the games. That's what you're looking for. And would we love a Mikko Rantanen type of game from somebody? Of course, but that's not. We're not keeping our fingers crossed. I mean, that'd be great if it happened, but like I said, a couple of guys that maybe feel like they can give a little more. Well, now's the time. Now's the time. As I said, I don't think we ever need heroes, but guys to step up and be a little better in situational hockey, because that's what it usually comes down to when you're in close games. Be a little bit better in those situations. Finish a little better, make an extra save, whatever the case may be. Get a clear, a block, make the play to spring a guy, to give yourself a better offense, whatever the case may be. That's what we need, a little bit more of the guys that are capable of doing that and have done it. So that that's as simple as I can make it. You can't put too much on the guys going in. You can't expect them. They just do your job and help us win. So that would be the message to any of if new guys are going in.
The mentality in the playoffs is always that game's over, on to the next. How much more difficult is that with the sequence at the end of last night? Everybody was so frustrated with non-called goal. How much more difficult?
Got to move past it. We addressed it last night. I thought it was a clear trip. Didn't get called. That's it. It's over. We'll see how the health of our player is because of that. But at the end of the day, you got to move on. Nobody cares, so to speak, right? Like, we got to get ready for Game 3. Put that behind us.
Did you hear from the league at all about that non-call?
No. All I know is Nick's got a hearing, and that'll affect our lineup, or may not. I assume it will if he has a hearing, but I don't know that.
We've asked you about a couple of other guys, but any update on Pavel Dorofeyev?
Yeah, he's going to travel. Skated this morning, doing much better. So he has a chance for tomorrow with the news we got today. So that's encouraging.